This is former NFL tight end Pete Mitchell, and you're watching State Champs.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. SERRA Chevrolet, the low payment people. Visit us at lowpayment.cars. Meijer, your destination for sporting goods and equipment. And Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another recap of what took place this week in Michigan high school sports. This is a little program titled State Champs. We're graciously presented by Lawrence Technological University. Now, unbelievably, the state playoffs are going to be here before you know it. So every game critical at this point. I'm Lauren Plant.
And I'm Stephanie Funkhauser. Baseball, softball, girls soccer, boys and girls lacrosse. We've even got some boys golf highlights for you this week. Of course, we'll also update our total softball high school player of the year race and go in the dugout with news from the Michigan High School Baseball Coaches Association.
And what's really cool is we go in focus on the Laddie Cup, a rowing regatta that took place last weekend out on Orchard Lake. It was a very fun time for all involved. We'll take you there in just a bit.
We're locked and loaded, so let's do this. Boys lacrosse starts off the roundup.
We begin in the OAA for a little boys lacrosse crossover action as Bloomfield Hills brought in the Cougars from Rochester Hills Stony Creek. Bloomfield Hills with 8 up and 5 down on the year, but winners of 2 of their last 3 and by big margins. We get going in the first quarter. The senior Jack Dixon getting crafty. Blackhawks up 2-1. Stony Creek came out of the gate undefeated through their first 11 games, now 12-2, so looking to get back on the winning track. The senior Sawyer LaFrance, fighting his way through traffic, finds the net. We were tied at 2. To the second quarter, the Blackhawk offense shifting into high gear. Another senior, Nick Lucci, dropping in his 5th goal in the first half. That gave Bloomfield Hills a 7-2 advantage. The Blackhawks upperclassmen continuing to contribute. Scott Shepard with the missile into the bullseye, his 2nd of the game. Bloomfield Hills led 9-2 at the break. The onslaught continued. Lucci definitely on his game. Rock and release, top shelf. He finished with a stellar 9 goals and 2 assists. Bloomfield Hills beat Stony Creek 17-6 the final. To softball now for the city championship in Livonia. Stevenson and Churchill going at it this year. This game will end under the lights. Stevenson wearing the pink unis on the hunt for win number 9 on the campaign. Bats hot in the first. The senior Corey Wilson making great contact. Casey Ziemba and Alyssa Zara head home. Spartans out to a 2-0 lead. Spartans trying to get back in the thick of things in the KLAA Central. Still in the opening inning, the junior Aaron Andrews. The opposite field poke. Another pair of Spartans cross the dish. Stevenson led 4-0. Churchill currently 3rd in the KLAA South Division in a big hole here, down 7 in the 4th. But with the pair on, the freshman Haley Benton taking this offering to right. Paige and Brooke Hansen charge home. Churchill with an enormous rally as they scored 6 to be down just a run. Jump to the bottom of the 7th. Game knotted at 9. Stevenson looking to win it right here. The junior Ziemba sending it deep to left. There's no fence out there. Abigail Zwicker is in, and here comes Ziemba to complete the walk-off inside the park home run style. Livonia Stevenson wins the city championship. They beat Churchill 11-9. To Grand Rapids now for baseball. Grand Rapids Forest Hills Central on the road to take on the Fighting Scots from Caledonia. We start second inning. Forest Hills Central threatening with a runner on second. Sean Wing at the plate. Shot down the line. Fair ball. Matt Mills hustles home. Rangers led 4-0. To the third. FH Central adding to their advantage. Jake Heilman hits it through the infield. Run scores, and after 3 innings of play, Rangers led 5-0. Caledonia trying to get back in it, but Forest Hills Central with the web gems in the field. Mark Chanel with the diving stop. Throw to first. In time. Nice. Meanwhile, Nathan Doolittle was flawless on the hill to the tune of a complete game shutout and 10 strikeouts. Forest Hill Central takes care of Caledonia, 7-0 the final. More highlights on the way in part 2 of the Roundup, but first, let's find out what's in the news. At the Detroit Athletic Club on Monday, I had the privilege of emceeing the 20th annual DAC High School Athlete of the Year Awards. A phenomenal list of well-deserving nominees included cross-country and track stars Kayla Dobies, Madeline Trevison, and Morgan Beetlescombe. Football and basketball big guy Tony Poljan, softball great Abby Kriswicki, lacrosse stud Matt Solberg, and baseball fireballer Carl Kaufman. Also a pair of super swimmers, Katie Ports and Jacob Montag. And although unable to attend but fabulous in her own right, Romeo's Miss Volleyball Gia Milana. But it was a couple of Jordan All-American hoop heroes who took home the hardware, Benton Harbor's Miss Basketball Kaiser Gondrzik, and U of D Jesuits Mr. Basketball Cassius Winston. Congrats to the two of them. In football news, one of the top seniors next season will be Muskegon 1,000-yard passer and rusher Khalil Pimpleton. He announced this week he is verbally committed to play at Virginia Tech. Pimpleton is projected to be a slot receiver and kick returner in college. We hit the lake for a look at the Laddie Cup out on Orchard Lake. Go grab a snack. Stay champs. We'll be right back.
We want you. We are LTU, Lawrence Technological University, and is one of the nation's best schools for engineering, architecture, and technology. We don't want just anybody. We want students who are curious and driven, students who want to change the world through technology, science, and design. So if you believe that possible is everything, we want you at LTU.
Everyone is posting selfies these days, but at SERRA Chevrolet in Southfield, we're using them to show our customers what makes us special.
Like our extended hours. We're open until 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, so you can shop on your schedule.
Plus, more money for your trade, up to 1,000 more than Kelly Blue Book.
And of course, prices so low, they almost post themselves.
Lease a Cruise for $139 a month, or a new Equinox for just $159.
Only at SERRA Chevrolet on Telegraph, north of 696 in Southfield. Does this one make me look fat?
No.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your nonprofit organization can sell paper pizza certificates that your customers can redeem for one medium pizza at participating Hungry Howie's locations. Go to doughraiser.com to learn about, sign up for, and order everything Dough Raiser. Request a Dough Raiser kit for your group today. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Welcome back to State Champs. What do we know about high school rowing? It's wet. Someone sits at the front of the boat and orders people to work. That might be the extent of it. Well, as you'll find out, it's big in high school. Ask around. Your school might have a team. Here's a look at this year's Laddie Cup that took place out on Orchard Lake. Enjoy. On May 7th, Orchard Lake was transformed into the only home regatta for Orchard Lake St. Mary's High School. As one of the few schools that offer a rowing program in Oakland County, the fact that it offers a boathouse and access to beautiful Orchard Lake, this event continues to get bigger and bigger.
This event started about 7 years ago, and it was only 3 teams. It was ourselves, Rockford, and Ann Arbor Pioneer. And over time, and wanting to build the event, build the quality of the event, the speed of the boats at the event, we've been adding more and more teams. And here we are today with 20 teams and 700 oarsmen and women.
The sport of rowing continues to grow each and every year. In fact, many of the OLSM rowers continue the sport at the collegiate level and beyond.
This sport has pretty much opened up every door that it could possibly have for me in my entire life, pretty much. Since high school, I've had the opportunity to go to 6 world championships, and I've been able to travel to multiple different countries. Not only that, without rowing, I wouldn't have been able to go to Princeton University.
This is the 40th year of rowing at OLSM, pioneered by Jack Laddie LeBlanc. Over the course of those 4 decades, 20 state championships, 7 Midwest titles, 3 national crowns, and 2 world finalist championships. So naturally, teams come from far and wide to take a crack at beating one of the Midwest's best.
It's really cool getting to see all these teams from all these different states. There's teams from Ohio, Illinois, we got teams from out east, teams from west.
To be champion requires a lot of sacrifice and training in your sport. As much as its physical demands, the rewards are worth it.
I love it. The sport is amazing. It's rigorous, it's hard work, but it pays off.
On this day, Cleveland, St. Ignatius proved to be the victors, but all in all, just a great day for the rowing community. Even Hollywood is delving into the sport. The Boys in the Boat movie is currently in production, so look out for that. I'm Lauren Plant for State Champs. All right, let's talk some baseball now. In the Dugout, a very special edition of In the Dugout. We've got the Trenton head coach, longtime head coach, Todd Zalka with us. Todd, nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, this is great. I say it's special because I want to talk about a scholarship. And it's always great when you can talk about a scholarship. This one is named after Gary Vito. So who was Gary Vito?
Well, Gary Vito was an executive for the Tigers. Gary was very instrumental in helping the association get the Hall of Fame, which is located at sections 112 and 113 at Comerica. And then he was also very instrumental in helping get the East-West All-Star game at Comerica Park.
Which has been an awesome experience for all involved.
Absolutely. Gary died of cancer in 2001, and at that time, the Gary Vito Foundation turned over their money to the Michigan High School Baseball Coach Association. And ever since then, we've been awarding up to 5 $1,000 scholarships each year.
What is the scholarship all about? How would someone qualify for it?
Well, the scholarships are due on May 15th, and they get sent to me. And if you go to the Applications tab on the mhsbca.org website, you'll be able to find that. Once you're on there, you can download all the information, and then that information gets emailed to myself. We're looking for those that are well-rounded in their school. So not only are they playing multiple sports, they're involved in the school, they're involved in the community, and then we're also looking for good GPAs.
So quickly, if we're watching the debut of State Champs Sunday, it is the 15th, which means they're due today. Now, can we get a special State Champs exemption in maybe a couple days for the deadline?
We can do that. I will push back the deadline to Wednesday.
Well, there you go.
We'll
so
do it.
Wednesday the 18th is the absolute deadline for you to get in your applications for the Gary Vito Scholarship. You go to the website. Once again, what's the website address?
mhsbca.org.
All right, quickly, how's the team doing?
Team's doing good. We're starting to roll.
All right, so the Trenton Trojans, you can check him out as the head man there, and of course, heading up the scholarship, the Gary Vito Scholarship. Once again, go to the website and check it out.
SERRA Chevrolet is proud to recognize the hardworking people in the communities they serve with the SERRA Chevrolet Community Awards. May's Teacher of the Month award was given to Sarah McGavin, a biology, anatomy, and chemistry teacher at Mercy High School. Mrs. McGavin is not only passionate about science, but about her students. She attends to her students in and out of the classroom, always challenging them to do better and helping them reach their goals. Showing attitude makes all the difference.
On behalf of SERRA Chevrolet, I would like to congratulate Sarah McGavin for being the Teacher of the Month. Congratulations, you do a great job.
Thank you, SERRA Chevrolet, for making me Teacher of the Month.
Hey State Champs fans, we hope you were able to catch our show on the Detroit Athletic Club's Athletes of the Year. Congrats again to Cassius Winston and Kaiser Gondrzak for taking home the titles. If you want to catch the show again, tune in to Fox Sports Detroit today at noon, Tuesday at 5 p.m., Wednesday at 11 p.m., Thursday at 10 p.m., Friday at 4:30, or simply go to our website, statechampsnetwork.com.
There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Joe made fresh daily.
Look at you.
Yeah, boom. Oh, 100% mozzarella. Kids are gonna love these Hungry Howie's emojis. Hashtag sawsome.
The best part is they're edible.
They're edible? How's that?
Hey, get a meal deal for any size budget or a 3-cheese or Howie bread for just 33 cents with any online order of $12 or more.
Hungry?
Howie's! We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the
table. When we sit down together, we share our expertise. You've got a legal problem, we know you need relief. Advice that you can trust, that's why people come to us. We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
Get ready! The high school football season will be here before you know it. The Detroit Sports Commission Prep Kickoff Classic returns to Midtown Detroit and the campus of Wayne State University August 25th through the 27th. Michigan's premier season-opening prep football event, now in its 12th year, will welcome 7 games over 3 days and feature the state's top teams and players. Log on to DetroitSports.org for more information.
Time for this week's look inside Lawrence Tech. If you want to learn about all the programs LTU has to offer, make sure to sign up for one of their summer camps. Let's check it out.
Summer camps are designed for area high school and middle school students, and their parents bring them just to test it out. Do you want to go to engineering or architecture, biology or computer science, information technology? These are very sought after professions.
I'm at the Game Art Camp, and what it is learning basic things about like Unity and Autodesk, 3ds Max, and basically all the programs that professional game developers use.
We're going to be working with a little bit of programming, and like by the end of the week we're going to be able to make our own like basic mini game and stuff like that.
Being a part of engineering, you need to be innovative, and stepping out of my comfort zone is something I like to do a lot. So this camp seemed perfect for me.
Now some students don't really know where is their niche. There can be any program they hope to go in and test it out whether they're good for it or whether the subject they choose is close to their heart and talent.
For more information, head to ltu.edu and make sure to sign up by June 1st.
The roundup picks up with the top 2 teams from the KLAA North Division squaring off on the diamond. Jerry Mack here. We begin with Walled Lake Central at home against the division-leading Lakeland Eagles. Lakeland's Grant Smith on the mound for the Eagles, and he was feeling it right from the start. Smith throwing heat, batter goes down swinging. More on his day coming up. Top 4 Eagles at the dish with runners on second and third, playing a little small ball. Jake Spry lays down the bunt. Great job pushing it down the first base line. Lakeland out front 4-zip. Spry heading to Hope College to play ball next year. Top 7 runner on second when Brian Thigston goes opposite field. Fair ball is the call. Brett Lingenfelter coming around to score, and the Eagles add to their lead. Back to Smith's outing, 9 total strikeouts on the day, only allowed 1 hit, no runs, and went the distance as Lakeland defeats Walled Lake Central 6-0. The Eagles clinch the North Division and will take on Howell for the conference bragging rights. Let's go to the Meadows Golf Course on the campus of Grand Valley State for the OK Silver Conference Tournament. We begin with Kelloggsville on the 7th hole. This is Donovan Spencer with a nice recovery pitch for his 3rd shot. That hits the pin. He would tap it in for par, and the Rockets would finish in 4th. Next we go to Zach Smith out of Hopkins High School here on the 5th. He gets the short putt to go down for par, and the Vikings placed in 3rd. The team to beat on this day was Grand Rapids North Point Christian. Back on the 5th, this is Logan Holtkamp for the Mustangs knocking down the birdie putt. He would finish with an 81. There was only one golfer that shot under 80. That was Hayden Van Erman from North Point Christian on the 2nd, tapping in for par. He had a 79 as North Point Christian goes on to take the OK Silver Golf Conference crown. To the pitch for girls soccer, we have a MAC White Conference matchup. Fraser at home to take on the Utica Chieftains, coming in at 7-4-2. That's Utica in all blacks. They'd be looking to avenge an earlier loss to Fraser this season. We pick things up late in the first half. Great offensive set here to keep the Chieftains onside as you watch Liz Belay tap it to Valentina Giambanco, and the senior sends a rocket upstairs for the goal. Chieftains led 1-0. 39 seconds left in the opening half. Utica would strike again. The senior Lauren Cheney on the scoring end of a beautiful free kick. Chieftains offense in sync as Utica took a 2-0 lead into the break. Moving along, earlier minutes of the second half, Utica would extend their lead as Belay and Giambanco were at it again. Belay with the cross, Giambanco with open field in front of the keep. The goalie gets a piece of it, but not enough, as Giambanco's second would put Utica up 3. More offense from the Chieftains. Sophia Simopoulos beats 2 defenders before finding the back of the net. Utica rolls in this one as they shut out Fraser 4-0. That's your roundup for state champs. I'm Jerry Mack.
Tom Markowski here, back with another installment of our Softball Player of the Year contest, brought to you by Total Softball. This week we're going to talk about a couple of pitchers, and today introducing those pitchers is Jess Wojcik, the Assistant Director for Total Softball and pitching instructor there. Also, we're making a change this week to our top 10. In is Abby Scavars out of Clarkston. Out is Sammy Garrels out of Caledonia. That does not mean Sammy cannot get back into our top 10. We'll see as the season goes on. Jess, talk about the 2 pitchers today.
Yeah, we got Nikki Bauer, a 5'10 senior out of USA High School. She's committed to the University of Stanford. She won the D4 state championship last season, can throw up to 65 miles an hour, has a great drop, great curve, and good change-up, rise, and screw to complement those. Power hitter, she's a 2015 College-Bound Jock Athlete of the Year, and she'll do great things at Stanford. Next, we have Jenny Bressler, a 5'5 sophomore out of Plymouth High School, committed to the University of Texas Arlington, can throw high 50s into the low 60s. She's got a great ability to throw her rise ball to different eye levels with a good changeup, curveball, and drop ball. And hitters are only hitting an average of 179 on her this season.
Yeah, Bressler was just a part-time pitcher last year, and she's really taken on the reins this year. That's it for this week's segment. Next week, we'll talk about a couple more players on our top 10 list.
Thanks for sticking with us, and don't forget to vote in our Softball Player of the Year contest on StateChampsNetwork.com. The race is still going strong, and we want to hear from you. Plus, make sure to follow us on social media for contest updates, new articles, videos, and more. Just search State Champs Net.
Net Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day. During the Drive and Discover event, lease a Ram Crew Cab 4x4 as low as $217 a month, or a Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for just $295. Celebrating 25 years of giving customers a superior buying experience. That's Net Camp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
Snap Camp, Metro Detroit's original. Snap Camp, Snap Camp.
We want you.
We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
we want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
With 14 schools in the Big Ten, you get a full 40% more of everything you love at no extra charge. Now that's our kind of conference. Meijer, proud sponsor of the Big Ten and more.
Welcome back to State Champs. Our main event this week takes place in the world of high school girls lacrosse. Now, there's no question right now, the cream of the crop over the last several years as far as state championships are concerned hails from the west side of the state. In Division I, Rockford has won 3 titles in a row and 4 of the last 6. In Division II, East Grand Rapids has won 4 straight state crowns. Now, during the regular season, they share a conference, so these matchups are always a treat. To Rockford we go.
got a crowd. Show them how good you are.
This main event features the top 2 teams in the state in girls lacrosse. Rockford hoping to avenge an earlier loss to East Grand Rapids. We start with first half action, and let's give the goalies some love, huh? Off the whistle, East Grand Rapids' Emily Roth with the shot, but Rockford netminder Brianna Hoole there for the denial. Flip the field and the script. Rockford returns with pressure, but the Pioneers' Rebecca Scovell will scoop it up. Game scoreless early on. Not for long. Ensuing possession, and Rams sophomore Brooklyn Newman slips through, fires it home. Rockford a 1-0 lead. That got the ball rolling for the Rockford offense. Alex Vandermolen finds her sister Carrington. She puts the biscuit in the basket. Rams led by 3. More first half success for Rockford. The senior Grace Gunnison around the back of the net, then finds the back of the net. 4-zip Rams. East Grand Rapids just recently had their 5-year winning streak to teams from Michigan come to an end. Found some life before halftime. Lindsay Duca sees Julia Sermon cutting. She scores it. Pioneers down 3 at the break. Too much Rockford on this night. Newman will deliver it to Alex Vandermolen, and she takes care of the rest. The Rams have scored over 200 goals this season. Good reason to celebrate. They beat East Grand Rapids for the first time since 2011, 9-3 the final. Rams moved to 12-2 on the season. We found Alex Vandermolen to talk about this momentum.
We have lost to them for 4 years, so we have had a lot of time to prepare, and coming out today we had a lot of confidence, and we believed in each other, which I think really led us to our win today.
The main event is sponsored by Meijer. Any great high school athlete will tell you they've been training for years. So if you're a kid with dreams of making the varsity team, head to Meijer. With brand name gear for your favorite sport, Meijer is on deck to help get you there. All right, we are done for now, but we've still got 5 shows left in the first half of 2016, including our 500th episode, so still a lot to look forward to.
And you just wait until what we throw at you in the fall. We love high school football, and we know the majority of you do too. We will have a trifecta of shows, including our statewide state champs show, our Southeast Michigan-based Extra Point, and a live 2-hour streaming Friday night high school football talk show. It's going to be awesome.
That's right. A lot more in the works too, including a new State Champs Legends documentary on a local sports icon and an in-depth show that will look at concussions at the high school level. State Champs Sports Network is constantly evolving, and the programming is too.
Just more proof that you need to make a date with us each week. We'll see you next time for another edition of State Champs.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. SERRA Chevrolet, the low payment people. Visit us at lowpayment.cars. Meijer, your destination for sporting goods and equipment. And Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust.